everyone. Welcome to SELFi. Thank you so much for joining. And Kuawezesha, which means empower in Swahili. SELFi promotes self-empowerment, self-care, and self-expression. Today we have Ariana Marbley. As an Oakland native, she found it imperative to claim to her rapidly changing home by bringing her passion into the world. She has always had a passion for arranging flowers since she could remember and frequently toyed with the idea of starting a floral business. With there always being an excuse of life happenings, it took a minute for that distant dream to come to life. In 2015, her perspective changed and she decided that it was time to walk in her purpose in spite of her fear of the unknown. By stepping out on faith and leaning into her gifts, she created Escents of Flowers. She has always believed that this gift was meant for her to share, which is why she made sure to work with young ladies in her neighborhood to pass along the knowledge of the trade. Ariana, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
So Ariana, you're from Oakland. What are some of the best parts about it?
Yeah, from deep East Oakland. As a matter of fact, just to be a little bit more specific, I'm super proud. I love the culture. I love the art. I love just the different elements of activism in Oakland, and all those things that come together to make this really beautiful melting pot of people that share in those same kind of beliefs. It's funny because people tend to think of Oakland now as this hip spot where there's a ton of restaurants and they come out here to eat, but in where I'm from, and even to this day, it's still a food desert. So we didn't have, growing up, a wide selection of food or cuisines. And so now seeing that change is, you're excited because now you get to, you don't have to travel too far to get all of these different foods, but you also see the other side is like where are our people going, or where are they at? And I love Oakland, and it's also kind of bittersweet.
Absolutely. Ariana, with your activism and being a business owner in Oakland, how are you handling situations such as George Floyd? Situations such as the riots that have recently happened in Oakland. We were talking before, and I think you actually mentioned that you had participated as a business owner in those riots.
Yeah, I think it was really important for me to be out there. Of course, as you hear all of these stories that pop up, or you're scrolling through your social media feed, or you're looking at the news and you see yet another person that looks like me, or I have 2 young boys, and I have a Black husband and brothers, and just, the list goes on, as we all do, right? And so I found it imperative to just be out there in solitude with all of my brothers and sisters. You go through those multiple stages of grief of like, how did this happen? And you're in shock, and then you're sad, and then angry. And so being out there last night in one of the protests in downtown Oakland, I went there, having all those range of emotions throughout the week. And I went there just wanting to be connected with other people that are feeling the same way that I am. And came out wanting to try and figure out, how can I use Escents of Flowers to help in this situation? Like, what can I do? And so been kind of trying to figure out ideas on what I can do. How can I use the platform that I have in order to help or just bring some kind of life, beauty into what's happening.
Absolutely. Are there any ways that you're thinking about implementing activism into your business right now? I know we had talked about a few different ideas of how flowers can be given to people because of love, to show people that they matter and that they're important. And we've always heard, give people their flowers before they go. How would you implement flowers and into activism?
We threw out an amazing idea before we started the interview, and I'm like, oh, I think I might take that. Let me write that down. But when I'm out in during the protest, making sure I have flowers with me and just passing them out, or having people pass them out to others, and just to show people that we're thinking about you, we're here together. That's definitely something that I absolutely love as a way. And then now it's also trying to, I'm also trying to figure out what do I change the plan of my business? Because right now I'm home based. So do I get serious about starting to look for a brick and mortar and offer that as a space too, to serve as both a flower studio and a place for connecting and strategizing. So those are all the thoughts that are flowing through my mind. What is it that I can do? And so loving to connect with the current organizations that are out there that are doing work every single day around these issues. Those are just some of the ideas flowing.
Absolutely. So your business is called Escents of Flowers. It's home-based. Is there any relation to Essence Magazine? And can you please tell us more about it?
There is no connection to Essence Magazine, but I am not opposed, Mr. Richwood. If you just wanted to holler at your girl, I am open. No, Essence, it was funny because I was trying to